understand, Melissa, is what he did was he got to a place where he decided to build a cabin, which was where he could get to some trees that were standing, maybe some that had already been blown over by a storm. And he cut them in lengths of how long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-foot lengths.
You're too tall.
No, I'm all right.
Not really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just barely 6 foot. 6 foot. Nobody over 6 foot. Sam Houston would have hit his head right there, and Sam Houston did go in this cabin, and so did Juan Almonte, and so did our friend Jose Antonio de Lopez Santana. Well, I said that wrong, but y'all know who we're talking about.
Who?
Juan Nepocino Almonte, Colonel Almonte, and de General. How much could you live in this, Ryan? Look at that. That's one room. This would have been a door, right? Or is the door over here?
It's a window.
Is this the way it was originally arranged? The doors this way? I would think the doors would be here. What good are windows here? Okay, whatever. So this is where the kitchen and this fireplace was. Is there a fireplace, baby?
It's over there.
Okay, fireplace is here.
It's probably like an iron stove.
One was for sleeping, I think, and the other one was for cooking.
That's what they say.
So, it's not a lot of space, but you talk about your tiny house. This is one tiny house, and that's a tiny house. So it's like two tiny houses tied together under a common roof. And it's really simple construction. The interior's been decked out. It would not have looked like that, I don't think. But you can still see the logs on the interior. Okay. This is an 1824 dog trot cabin, which is common in Texas, although this cabin was presumably built around 1826. But there were others built as early. Anglo dog trot cabins is what we're studying. More specifically, we're studying the Anglo dog trot cabins of Austin's colony in 1824. So, this dude's name again is, his last name's Patrick, middle name Moffett, first name George. George Moffett Patrick. George.
Spikes on the fence.
So, say it lots of times. George Moffett Patrick, because we want to learn it. Why are there spikes, baby?
Yeah.
What spikes?
The fence. The split rail fence has spikes.
That is because they were made with an axe. They weren't made with a saw. On the end, all you could get was a point. I mean, imagine.
I've never seen that.
These logs were made with a saw. These, see, right here, cut with a saw. You see
Why
these?
are you chasing me around?
I love you. Cut with a saw. These split rails cut with an axe.
Well, I've never seen them with pointy ends before.
Well, take a rail like that and split it with your axe, and it's going to come off fragmented. You want it pointed at the end so it'll slide in this thing. I don't know why.
Okay. Thank you.
But pointed, you're right. It's a different construction. That's called split rail fence. Although those are treated from Home Depot. Wrap it up, you're saying? All right, come out here and get a better look at the monument and the cabin itself. I'll let you read this, Ryan, so you can go down into perpetuity. Everybody see the cabin? Can you get a good picture of it? Look at it with me standing on the front porch. I'm so vain. Got it? Ta-da! Okay. Now read that out loud, please.
A representation of Dr. George Moffett Patrick's cabin. Texas won independence from Mexico in 1836 after the Battle of San Jacinto. Sam Houston, David Burnett, and the Texas cabinet met at Patrick's cabin to draft the initial treaty papers. The original cabin was located 1.5 miles
We're
from the
going there
battlefield,
next, 1.5 miles away. Just hang on to your hats,
along
people.
the banks of Buffalo Bayou, which is now considered Deer Park. This representation of the historic cabin was built in 1986 as a project of Deer Park's Texas sesquicentennial celebration.
Are we done with that? This is garbage. Look at the real one. Hats off to the people who put that up and made this happen, because I wouldn't have known about it without them. But these are the people that are dead now, because they put this up in 1936.
Site of the home in 1836 of Dr. George Moffett Patrick.
It's a 3, Ryan, look. But someone took a chisel and broke out the 2, just like we surmised.
Pioneer surveyor, here the Texas Army encamped after the Battle of San Jacinto and cabinet meetings were held.
Melissa, look at this 3, it's been marred. And that's a crime. This belongs to us, all of us. This monument is ours.